Good evening and Merry Christmas, basketball fans. Welcome to another edition of Henley High School Basketball on 104.3 and 960 Sports and on mybasin.com. Today coming to you live from Henley High School inside the Hornets' nest as the Hornets host their final home game of 2025 against the Yreka Miners. My name is Josh Eldridge. Thank you so much for joining us. Yes, it is the final game of the 2025 calendar year, and the Hornets have it at home against Yreka. It's only their second home game of the season. Take you back to December 10th when the Hornets hosted Ashland, a game in which they led for about 80% of it, but the Grizzlies caught fire midway through the fourth quarter and wound up putting away a 55-50 win over Henley. Today, the Hornets look to send the home crowd home happy towards a Christmas Eve day tomorrow. Meantime, for Yreka, their last game back on December 20th was a 62-41 win against Quincy. They've won a pair of games. Looking at some of their shared opponents, though, with Henley back on December 4th at the Yreka Invitational, in which the Hornets attended. The Miners defeated Eagle Point 62-55, a team that Henley also beat at that event, 69-62. Other common opponents, well, Henley hasn't played Phoenix yet this year, although the Pirates are in our league. Yreka beat them 59-37 back on December 9th. They have played Ashland, again, the team in which Henley lost 55-50 back on December 10th. Well, it was December 16th when the Grizzlies ran into the Miners and lost to them 53-50. So look at the common opponents here, and they're pretty even. Yet to see these two teams on the hardwood yet this year, though. They did play last season. It was a game that was played at Yreka High School, and the Hornets wound up dropping that one to the Miners 58-43. That was December 19th a year ago. But now, again, looking to right the ship and grab a win after a couple of losses in each of their last two games. Back on Thursday, a loss to Lakeview 52-50, a game which they had to crawl back into and maybe used up all their energy just to get back into, as in the final moments of the game, Lakeview pulled back out in front and closed out the Hornets. And against Junction City, back on December 13th, when Henley dropped that game 63-33 to the Tigers in the Les Schwab Tournament Championship game. Hornets again here at home tonight, feeling good. We're going to take a break here on our pregame coverage. When we come back, we'll take a little bit of a broader look around the state, tell you what some of the common foes are doing here as we are around game number 8 or 10 around the state of Oregon. We'll be right back on mybasin.com and 104.3 and 960 Sports with more Henley basketball.
Innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Pacific Power works day in and day out to power our communities because we know our neighbors rely on us. We're trimming and clearing branches around poles and lines, protecting our system, and giving you real-time updates when storms roll in. You can count on us in all seasons. 24/7, we're here for you. Powering your greatness.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi. When you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
Josh Eldridge back with you ahead of tip-off between the Henley Hornets and the Yreka Miners. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Hope you're having a good Christmas week here in the Klamath Basin. It's been wet, it's been rainy, and the Hornets looking to grab a win this evening. I want to take a broader look at the Skyline Conference as we get closer to league play, which begins for Henley. It's still a ways away. We're coming up on January 9th for the start of league play when the Hornets host Klamath Union. Still got the Sisters shootout between now and then, and one more non-league contest between the Hornets and Eagle Point. But the Skyline Conference, we're starting to see a couple of these teams separate each other, and mostly I'm talking about Hidden Valley. The Mustangs have gotten out to a 5-3 start on the season with notable wins, including an 80-55 win against their in-town rival, the North Valley Knights. They also defeated Eagle Point 70-37. They scored 70 points against the 5A Eagles. They lost to Crater and Marshfield, two quality opponents. They defeated Cottage Grove and Philomath, scoring over 50 points in each of those games. And then most recently, back on Saturday, a win against 5A Redmond, 66-64 at the South Coast Les Schwab Classic at Marshfield High School. So the Mustangs are off to a good start, even in non-league play. Of course, Henley's 3-4, Mazama 2-5, and Klamath Union and Phoenix each with one win. Phoenix, a team that's rebuilding, has a new head coach, but a long-time storied head coach in Dennis Murphy was a coach at South Medford for a number of years, and trying to rebuild the Phoenix program over there, which was so good a season ago. Them and Mazama fighting for the top of the conference. Tough to say exactly who's going to be fighting for the top of the conference this year. I think the conversation is that it's pretty wide open. And good for the Mustangs for showing a good amount of push early and looking for the Hornets to be able to come out and do the same thing, grab a couple non-league wins here as we end this year, and then get ready for the Sisters shootout next year. Starts the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Again, Yreka 500 on the year, and they are winners each of their last 2 times out. It was coming up last weekend, but they've been home for quite some time. Their last road game was back on December 12th, so they've been able to stay comfortable down in California, now find themselves here at the Hornets' Nest. Looks like we're ready to take one last break here on our pregame show, and when we come back, we'll be ready for starting lineups and tip-off. It's all coming at you next on 104.3 and 960 Sports and on mybasin.com.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
Hey, I'm Jason with Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness and Performance. Thanks for joining us. Elevate started in 2020 as a dream. I wanted to open up a clinic of my own, really had a heart and a passion to treat athletes of all ages, and got the opportunity to do it. And wow, this is what's happened. One of the best parts of this job is that we get to work with all the student athletes on field, at their contests, at their games, all around the county. Specifically when you're working with dancers, right? We've got like particular ways of movement that we don't want to necessarily correct, because dancers have a very specific way of moving that's important for their athletic performance. At Elevate, we're here to get you moving and keep you moving, no matter if you're 8 or you're 80. Feel free to give us a call at 541-887-2030.
What are your goals? To get stronger, move better, feel healthier? Whatever you are aiming for, Harbor Isles is here to help you. They have brand new cardio and strength equipment. Harbor Isles offers indoor tennis courts, 4 indoor pickleball courts, energizing group classes, expert personal trainers, and a friendly, knowledgeable staff ready to guide you every step of the way. No matter what your goals are, Harbor Isles has everything you need to reach those goals. Stop by and see the difference for yourself. Harbor Isles, lose those reins and get your gains.
Josh Eldridge back with you on 104.3 and 960 Sports and mybasin.com. Time now to introduce you to the starting lineups for both teams, and we'll start with the visitors tonight. That's the Yreka Miners. Starting a senior, number 2, Eugene Super. Number 3, Camarion Rose. Number 5, Cash Collier. Number 23, Jerome Walker. And number 25, Nathan Horvath. Those are your starters for the Yreka Miners. They are wearing their black uniforms today, and their head coach is Gus Gonzalez. Now time to introduce you to the starting five for the hometown Henley Hornets. Starting number 4, a junior, Corbin Hamilton. Number 10, a senior, Reese Schmierbach. Number 14, a junior, Micah Ibarra. Number 20, a junior, Carson Sims. And number 22, a senior, Jeremiah Brunick. The Hornets are coached by Brian Stock, and he's assisted by Dylan Woodrum, Blake Loney, and Luke Hammond. Hornets tonight in their white uniforms with Hornets written across their chest in white text and a blue outline, blue piping down their shorts as well. A lighthouse tonight here at the Hornets Nest. Not much of a student section, although with it a day before Christmas Eve and the holidays, didn't expect much of a student section, but still a fair amount of parents and grandparents here in attendance. And you can see, if you're watching on mybasin.com, the Hornets cheerleaders also in attendance tonight. We know that no matter who's in the gym, these boys going to be playing hard down there on the hardwood. Our officials tonight from the Klamath Falls Basketball Officials Association. Want to remind you, they're always looking for new officials in any sport, whether it's basketball, softball, baseball, football, wrestling, tennis, whatever it might be. They're looking for you. You can visit osaa.org/officials to get your journey started today. In the circle to start this one for the Hornets is Corbin Hamilton. Camarion Rose in the circle for Yreka. And here we are just about ready to go. Ball is tipped and controlled by Schmierbach to start. The Hornets go from left to right, and they've got possession. Schmierbach hands it off to Ibarra on the right side of the arc. Dribbles around head of the key. Now unloads the pass to Hamilton. Hamilton tries to dump it on down low to Brunick, but it goes out of bounds, and Yreka takes it over. Inbound pass goes to Cash Collier. He'll walk it up for the Miners. Pass goes to the right side to Rose. Rose takes a screen to get to the top of the key, unleashes a pass over to Collier. Catch and shoot three is left short. Rebound tipped up into the hands of Walker. He goes back up with it for two, and the Miners are on the board. 2 points for Jerome Walker. On the far side of the floor is Schmierbach. Schmierbach takes a Brunick screen, tries to drive inside, bounces it out to Sims. Sims now to Ibarra, feeling hassled well beyond the arc, and he'll actually get a foul called on Horvath, who was draped all over Ibarra. By the way, said the name Carson Sims a moment ago. Good to see Sims in the starting lineup still. He went down with an injury when the team was in Lakeview. This was back on Thursday of last week. But even after a sprain or a pull or a twist or whatever it was, he was at practice the next day and still ready to play. Inbound pass goes around the horn. Mike Ibarra, catch and shoot three in the near corner is no good. Still 2-0, 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Yreka leads Henley. Driving the far side is Collier. Underhand pass to Super, still on the right wing. Give and go. The pass intended for Walker is taken away by the Hornets. Here's Sims in transition, up strong to the cup, takes some contact and scores. And a nice finish there for Sims, ties the game. 6:50 to go in the first quarter. Ahead is Collier, crosses the timeline for the Miners, goes into the corner to Super, gives it back out to Rose, top of the key, guarded there by Schmierbach. Trying to drive to the free throw line, and we'll hear a whistle. And I think that one's going against Schmierbach, and it is. It's his first. 6:37 to go in our opening quarter. We're tied up at 2. It'll be Miner ball underneath their own basket. Inbound pass goes into the corner to Collier. Catch and shoot three from the far side. Rattles out. Ball tipped away. Last touched by, I think that was Horvath. It was one of the Miners down there. And so the Hornets will get possession of the basketball. It's Hamilton to inbound to Schmierbach. Reese dribbles it up the floor. Brings it along the near side. Hands it off to Ibarra. Takes a screen going left. Knifes the dribble between his legs. Back outside to Schmierbach. Left-handed dribble, bounces it now to Hamilton, well extended beyond the arc. Pass now goes to Sims. Sims whips it to Ibarra, left side in front of the Miner bench, takes a screen by Brunick, now trying to drive inside, picks up his dribble at the free throw line, dishes it outside to Sims. Sims has it ripped away from him on his drive. Collier takes it away. Now to the hands of Horvath, along the left side. Picked up on his drive by Ibarra. Mike is going to foul him, and that'll get 2 free throws coming up for Nathan Horvath. Tied up at 2, 6:02 to go in the first quarter. Want to remind you tonight's broadcast on mybasin.com, brought to you in part by Geno's on East Main Street, serving up their famous breakfast burritos every morning at 6:30. Those are served all day long, along with other menu items like burgers, monthly specials, and Italian favorites. You can order online at ilovegenos.com or have it brought right to you on DoorDash. First free throw from Horvath was off the mark. He's got a second one, and that one rolls off the rim too. Rebound collected by Corbin Hamilton. Gives it ahead to Schmierbach. On the far side of the floor. Hands it off at the free throw line to Hamilton, just beyond the arc. Bounces it down low to Brunick on the left block. Tries to pass it back outside, but nobody's home. The Hornets will go over and back, and the Miners take over the basketball. Still tied up at 2, 5:48 to go, just getting started here in the first quarter. Nathan Horvath to inbound for the Miners. Hamilton defends the inbound pass nicely, goes right back out of bounds. He's gotten good at that as this season has gone on. He denied a couple of those inbound passes in Lakeview and in Junction City as well. He's able to read the eyes. It's a good trait to have. Javian Barnes checks into the game for Jeremiah Brunick. And the Miners get the inbound pass off. Collier brings it into the front court for the Miners. Now it's into the hands of Rose near side, guarded by Barnes. Ibarra helps on the double team. Rose moving around the perimeter. Gets inside to the free throw line, tries to back down his defender, kicks it out for a super corner three. It won't go. Sims tracks down the miss. Carson Sims racing ahead. No look pass to Schmierbach on the wing. Head fakes a three, drives inside, off the window. Schmierbach can't finish. Nearly chases down his own rebound. Ball is going to go out, and it will be Miner basketball. Now, what do we got? Whose ball is it? Nope, should be Hornets ball. I thought he signaled the other way, but it's most certainly Henley basketball. Sims checks out. Rafael Pena into the game, a freshman for Henley. Made an appearance in the game in Yreka, wearing the number 40. Bounce pass quickly inside to Hamilton, blocked from behind by Eugene Super. An athletic play there by the senior to deny an easy bucket inside. Shot clock at 31 seconds as Ibarra will inbound again at the baseline. Micah inbounds head of the key to Schmierbach. Thought about a three, drives the left block, kicks it out in the corner for a Hamilton triple. It rings true. And Hamilton on the board with the first triple of the game for Henley. 5-2. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Eugene Super has it, trapped in the far side. Now to the hands of Camarion Rose, and I believe he stepped out. Tight defense by the Hornets. Force Rose to step out of bounds in front of the Henley bench. Well done, and the Hornets will get possession with a 3-point lead. 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Pena, scrappy player. Plays low to the ground. He takes a screen here coming right. Gives it to Ibarra on the right side. Ibarra puts it on the deck. Right-handed dribble. Looking for a screen from Hamilton. Then he throws it to Pena on the far side. Pena gets to the left elbow. Pulls up for a jumper. It won't go. The rebound tracked down by Jerome Walker. Gives it ahead to Cash Collier for the Miners. Collier throws it in the corner to Rose. Strong on the drive. Off the glass and one. A strong take. Pardon me. That was Jerome Walker who scored 2 there for the Miners. Give him 4 points. All of his team's points so far. And a chance at a free throw to tie the game. Ready to go, Jerome Walker at the line. And I think we got a sub in here. Kai Montag looks like he's getting ready to sub in. And he will replace Rafael Pena. So the 5 on the floor for Henley. It is Kai Montag, Javian Barnes, Reese Schmierbach, Micah Ibarra, and Corbin Hamilton. Here's the free throw on the way now for Walker to tie the game. He can't do it. Barnes cleans up the miss. Throws it ahead to Schmierbach. Reese along the far side of the floor. Brings it along head of the key. Now to the hands of Ibarra. Catch and shoot. Wing triple for Micah. Splash. Nice shot there by Ibarra. Put the Hornets ahead just a little bit more. 8-4. 4:20 to go in the first quarter. Miners working quickly the other way. Super tries to respond with a quick three of his own. It won't go. Micah Ibarra now with the rebound. Pushing it ahead for Henley. Takes it all the way in himself. Underhand layup is too strong. And rebound falls to Cash Collier. He loses the dribble, bringing it up the floor. Schmierbach picks it up, throws it to Ibarra for a corner three. No. Montag gets the rebound, gets his defender to jump. No whistle through the contact. The ball goes out of bounds. It was last touched by the Hornets. And so the Miners will get possession. 3:55 to go in the opening frame, and Henley with an 8-4 lead. Cash Collier bringing the ball up the floor here for the Miners, and a whistle. I think we had to reset the shot clock, and so no foul per se. It's just the Miners going to reset here from the near sideline. To inbound is Nathan Horvath. It goes to Camarion Rose on the far side of the floor. Crosses the timeline for the Miners. Has it on the right wing. Throws it to Super in the right corner. Back to Rose, still on the right arc. Guarded there by Ibarra. He challenges a triple. It's no good. An air ball is going to be saved by going out of bounds by Jerome Walker. Saved it from going out and then rocketed it off of the legs of Schmierbach out of bounds. So the Miners will get the ball back, although that three-point attempt did not hit the rim, and so 22 seconds remain on the shot clock as Carson Sims returns to the game. Along with Rafael Pena, to the bench goes Micah Ibarra and Corbin Hamilton. And got to pause here, but I think we're ready to go now. Got like a set play where 4 players for each team are lined up near the free throw line. They're branching out. The inbound pass goes to Collier for a near corner 3. It's off the mark. Kai Montag gets the rebound. The Hornets have numbers in transition 3-on-1. The pass goes to Pena. He's not able to finish, but he does get hacked. And so Rafael Pena will be going to the line for 2. Tonight's broadcast on MyBasin.com, brought to you in part by Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness, and Performance. They use a modern and research-backed approach to physical therapy to ensure you see both a reduction in pain and enhanced mobility, getting you back to peak levels of optimal health and wellness. Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness, and Performance has been treating athletes of all ages since 2020. Pena's perfect from the line, 10-4, Henley leads, 3.5 to go in the first quarter. Camarion Rose dribbles the far side of the floor, nearly gets all the way into the paint, but then loses it. Sims picks it up, bounce pass inside to Pena is taken away by Collier. Rockets a pass ahead to Horvath. Horvath against Schmierbach in transition. Horvath throws it back outside to Rose, top of the key. Pass comes back down low to Walker. His layup is no good. Gets his own miss, puts it back up, it won't go. This time Montag comes away with the loose ball. Passes it ahead to Pena. Hornets outnumbered in transition. Pena has the ball poked free as it goes out of bounds, last touched by the Miners. So Rafael Pena will keep the ball and inbound here from the near sideline. Got some subs coming in for both teams. Welcome to the game, Layden Luce and Gage Blue for Yreka. And Jeremiah Brunick back into the game for Henley. Pena looking for a man to inbound to. Tries to get it to Montag, but it's tipped back out of bounds by the newcomer, Gage Blue. Micah Ibarra looking to check into the game. He'll replace Schmierbach. All right, Pena again to inbound. Gets it to Ibarra in the backcourt. Ibarra brings it along the left side of the floor, and we're going to have an illegal screen set by Kai Montag. And so a whistle goes against the Hornets there. The Miners have the basketball. 2:51 to go, and they trail by 6 here in the first quarter against Henley. First foul for Montag there. He'll be replaced by Corbin Hamilton. Inbound pass goes to Blue. Blue gives it up to Collier here on the near wing. Collier gives it back to Blue now on the far side. A lot of off-ball movement here for Yreka. Blue drives inside, spinning to the cup. He can't get the lay-in to go, but the Miners get their own miss. Driving inside is Horvath. He loses it, poked free by Hamilton. Pena has it in transition, can't score off the glass, and Collier climbs the ladder for the rebound. Pass goes ahead to Blue. He's into the front court here for the Miners, guarded well beyond the arc by Carson Sims. Hand off to Layden Luce. He's picked up by Sims, right extended arc, very well beyond the arc, and now to the hands of Blue, guarded by Ibarra. Fields a double team at half court, gets rid of the basketball into the hands of Luce. Now it comes near side to Collier, whips it into the corner to Horvath, back outside to Collier for a catch and shoot 3, back iron. Rebound wrestled for underneath. It's a held ball. Possession arrow is going to favor the Miners. And so to inbound, be Layden Luce. He'll do it on the baseline underneath the bucket. Looking to find anyone in close. Collier coming off his screen. Instead, he dumps it underneath low to Walker, and he's got all 6 points for Yreka so far tonight. His team still trails by 4 with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Here's Rafael Pena. Hands it off to Ibarra. Thought about a long 3. Now drives in and a whistle. They're going to call Yreka on the whistle, or on the foul here. Let's see who they charge it to. It'll be Layden Luce. And that is the 3rd team foul committed by the Miners. 4 for Henley so far. Again, 1:48 to go in the first quarter. Ibarra to inbound, tried to bounce it to Hamilton. It's an errant pass taken away by the Miners. Then they unload an errant pass of their own. Sims has got it. He's going up strong, and a charge. It's going to go against Carson Sims. Tried to go up strong against Horvath, who stood in strong. Henley with a looking like what'll be a press here on the inbound from Gage Blue. Inbound pass goes to Collier. Pena picks him up in the backcourt, goes back to Blue. He's hounded at half court by Pena and Sims. Pass comes into the near corner to Walker. Tries to finish through contact, no, but Horvath gets the miss and the putback. 2-point game, 10-8, a minute 43 to go in the first quarter. Henley leading Yreka. Carson Sims has it on the far side. Takes a Hamilton screen right. Gets to the elbow, stepping inside, gets tied up. Sims was trying to step into the bucket. Got the ball tied up from him from behind and hit the deck pretty hard. It looks like he's okay. He thought he was wrapped up. But the official is telling him he went to the ball. He was wrapped up with the ball, and the defender was playing the ball. So I suppose that's the justification. Either way, the Hornets get to keep the basketball after the possession arrow favored Henley. So Ibarra to inbound on the baseline. Ibarra looking for Montag off a screen. Instead, he lofts it head of the key to Sims. Pass comes near side to Hamilton. Head fakes a three. Drives to the block from the mid-range. Can't get it to hit. Rebound picked up by Walker. Jerome Walker outnumbered in transition. Throws it on the outside to Luce. Now head of the key over to Blue. Blue hands it back off to Luce. Whips the pass near side to Horvath. Drives the right block, and he's going to get fouled. And that will earn free throws for Horvath and put the Miners in the bonus with a minute 17 left to go in the opening period. Horvath had 2 free throws earlier in the game. He missed them both. Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club, who exists to provide a clean, multi-use facility for the advancement of health, wellness, and longevity to its members and the community. We invite you to join Harbor Isles, where they feature top-of-the-line equipment, full-service personal training, and an array of group exercise classes. Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club. First free throw off the mark for Horvath. He does have one more. Shot is up. That one is good. That's the Miners' first make from the line so far tonight, and it trims Henley's lead to 1 with a minute 17 to go in the first quarter. Here's Rafael Pena along the right side. Tries to drive left, instead goes right, gets to the block. A nice shot off the glass is too strong. Thunder Kirk tracks down the board, kicks it to Ibarra in the corner. Ibarra rolls the pass to Sims, head of the key. Tries to drive down Main Street. Sims is fouled at the rim. Horvath knocked him down, but a strong take will earn free throws for Sims. Early in the season, Sims was getting to the line a ton, and I think back to the Yreka Invitational, actually, where Hornets didn't run into the Miners there, but games against Eagle Point specifically, Sims got to the line quite a bit and hasn't these last few games. If he's able to stay aggressive and continue to get to the stripe, good things will happen for him, although he misses his first free throw. Sub in for Yreka, it looks like James Brown, newly to the game for the Miners. Second free throw for Sims is good. Back to a 2-point advantage for Henley. 11-9, under a minute to go in the first. Manson also into the game for Yreka. He has it now head of the key. Pass comes near side to Blue, guarded there by Pena. Fields a double team. Hamilton on him. Trapped at half court. Gets rid of it into the hands of Luce. Pass goes down underneath for a Brown floater that's no good. Pena gets the miss for Henley. Brings it up into the front court, then slows things down. Pass goes to Hamilton. Head of the key three is no good for Corbin. Sims pulls down the miss, fading away from the bucket on the putback, unable to get it to go. There's a scramble for the rebound on the left block. It's won by the Miners. Pass goes ahead to Corbin Manson. Then it's tipped away out of bounds by Corbin Hamilton on its way to its intended target, Gage Blue, here in the near corner. And so the Miners will keep possession. Shot clock is off. 19 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Henley with a 2-point lead. Inbound pass goes to Luce. Tries to fire the pass down underneath. It's taken away by Hamilton with 15 seconds. Gives it ahead to Ibarra. Races up the floor. It's tipped out of bounds. And so the Hornets will get possession of the basketball. 12 seconds on the shot clock, and they have it in the front court. Question is, who's going to inbound here for Henley? Inbound goes to Kirk. Left side wing. Gives it up to Ibarra, well beyond the arc. Takes a screen going right. 3 to shoot for Ibarra. Tries one from way downtown. Micah Ibarra at the first quarter horn sinks a deep triple to put Henley up 14-9. We'll head to the second quarter next on 104.3 and 960 Sports and MyBasin.com.
At Geno's on East Main Street, we're always ready for sports season.
And now is a perfect time to connect with us.
We're open every morning at 6:30, serving simply good food
for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We offer breakfast burritos and burgers all day, Italian family recipes,
monthly specials, amazing desserts, and of course, your choice of cold or hot beverages.
Call 884-6474 right now to place a food order for pickup or use DoorDash delivery.
Or best of all, come dine in with us.
Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Check out our full menu and all our activities at ilovegenos.com. Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
And ready for the second quarter of action tonight from Henley High School. The Hornets lead the Miners 14-9. Micah Ibarra leading all scorers right now with 6 points as the inbound pass is Yreka's. It's going to go around, find its way to the hands of Gage Blue. Now he kicks the pass to Luce near side, gives it to Walker driving in. Pass goes back outside to Manson at the free throw line, steps to the rim, a right-handed floater hangs on the rim but won't drop. Jerome Walker gets the rebound, saves it from going out of bounds, but Sims picks up the loose ball. Good effort by Walker, but Sims in the right spot at the right time. On the other side, he drives all the way in, is unable to get the shot to go. Jeremiah Brunick gets the rebound. There's a scramble for the basketball underneath, and it goes out of bounds, last touched by the Miners. So Henley will get possession back. Micah Ibarra to inbound. Ibarra looking for anyone to get the ball to. Finds Schmierbach head of the key. Now to the hands of Sims. Sims kicks it near side to Hamilton. Guarded there by Walker. Hamilton tries to go baseline. Kick the pass outside, but it's taken away by Corbin Manson. Pass goes ahead to Layden Luce as he crosses the timeline for the Miners. Luce head of the key, guarded by Sims. Takes the dribble between his legs. Drives the right block. He is going to travel on the drive. And that'll be a turnover. Hornets get it back. 7:05 to go in the second quarter. It's a 5-point advantage for Henley. Schmierbach walking it ahead. Pass to Ibarra near side. Ibarra takes one step inside the arc. Tries to bounce a pass underneath to Brunick, but it's tipped out by Corbin Manson. Hornets maintain possession. 24 seconds on the shot clock, and we've got a sub coming into the game for Yreka. Eugene Super into the game, and also for Henley, Rafael Pena will sub in for Carson Sims. Ibarra inbounding. Gets it head of the key to Schmierbach, now to the hands of Hamilton. Jab step right, now he drives right. The floater is in for Hamilton from about 8 feet out. Nice job, Corbin now with 5 points, his team with a 7-point advantage. Gage Blue, guarded by Schmierbach on the way up the floor. Has trouble even crossing half court. Finally gets rid of the pass. It finds its way to Luce. Then into the corner to Corbin Manson. His triple rattles out. Ibarra cleans up the miss. Micah into the front court. Finds Pena cutting to the rim. Gets the pass off to Schmierbach. Then Hamilton for a wing three. You bet! Great passing for Henley. Leads to an open triple for Corbin Hamilton. He's got 8 points, and Henley's opened up a 10-point lead against Yreka, and a turnover. Hamilton intercepts the pass. On the other side, an easy lay-in for 2 for Micah Ibarra. He's also now got 8 points, 21-9, and it's 6:02 left to go in the second quarter. Hamilton nearly comes away with another steal. This time, though, it's poked out of bounds. Eugene Super to inbound. He gets it in the backcourt to Gage Blue. Blue with a right-handed dribble, bothered by Pena at half court, gets rid of it over to Corbin Manson, guarded by Schmierbach, tries to drive right, gets the pass off into the corner to Luce. Cross-court pass near side to Super. He's left all alone for a triple, but he can't hit. Micah Ibarra gets up for the rebound. Passes it ahead to Pena. Along the near side, goes into the corner to Schmierbach. Jab step right, drives the left baseline. He's blocked at the cup by Blue. And he pulls down the rebound. Yreka now heading the other way. Kai Taylor's checked into the game here for Henley. He's guarding Blue. The half-court logo. Luce goes to pass underneath to Super. Has it on the left block. He is going to be fouled on the floor by Rafael Pena, it seems. Yep, that's Pena's foul. It's the first for Henley this period. As Carson Sims gets ready to check in, he'll replace Reese Schmierbach. And to inbound for Yreka is Eugene Super. Gets it in the near corner to Layden Luce, guarded by Sims. Tries to drive in, then Sims backs him back out. Pass goes over to Manson, now on the wing to Blue. Blue trapped at half court, passes it in the corner to Super, goes back to Blue. He fires one from way downtown. It rolls off, no good. Rebound picked up by Yreka. Back up with it, no good by Brown. He got a third chance, no. Yreka now has a fourth chance. Pass goes onto the far side to Super, tries to drive baseline. Another shot, this time it's good for Yreka. Took him 4 tries, but Eugene Super finally finds the bottom of the bucket for the Miners in a 10-point game. 4:48 to go in the second quarter. Ibarra at the right elbow kicks it outside for a Sims straightaway triple, no good. The rebound pulled down by Eugene Super. Coming ahead to Gage Blue. Blue gives it up to Super on the right wing, guarded there by Kai Taylor. Bounce pass comes to Blue here on the near side. Dribbles it inside to the left elbow, then kicks it in the corner to Luce. Luce fielding a double team by Ibarra and Sims. Then it's in the corner to Blue. He tries a triple. That one's good. 21-14, 4:15 to go in the second quarter. Hamilton in the front court. He responds. He doesn't make his triple, but he is fouled. And so 3 free throws coming up for Corbin Hamilton. Hamilton 2 made triples already tonight. He also has a 2-point field goal, but these are his first free throws. Good time for us to remind you that tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by the Pacific Power Foundation, whose mission is to support the growth and vitality of local communities through charitable investments. Over the last 5 years, the foundation has awarded over $13 million to nonprofit organizations. Big thanks to the Pacific Power Foundation for coming aboard and supporting us this season of high school basketball. Hamilton's first free throw is no good. The second one is good. And so a split trip there for Corbin. Oh, one more coming as well. And so a chance to try to sink a couple of them. Score 22-14, 4:10 to go in the second quarter. Looks like Schmierbach has returned to the game in favor of Mike Ibarra. Third free throw for Corb is good. 23-14, 4:10 to go in the second quarter. Hornets again with this light press, trying to trap at half court, and they do so successfully. The ball poked free, goes out of bounds. Henley gets it. And again, that half-court trap that Henley ran well down in Yreka. They ran it well against Staten in the Junction City event. They go away from it sometimes, but they do it well more often than not. Good to see him breaking it out here. It's working against Yreka. Rafa Pena takes the inbound pass in the backcourt as we cross the halfway point in the second quarter. Pena takes a screen going left, dribbles head of the key, now drives the lane outside to Sims. Sims in the paint, off the glass, perfect spin, and in for Sims. He's got 5 points, and his team leads by 11 with 3:45 to go in the second quarter. And Schmierbach is going to commit a foul. Tried to reach in against Nathan Horvath, and so gets whistled for that one. He'll sub out for Micah Ibarra. Also Javian Barnes into the game for Kai Montag. That was Reese's second foul. And the team's third. Inbound pass goes to Layden Luce. Lofts it to Eugene Super there on the right wing. Guarded by Javian Barnes. Backs out well beyond the arc. Takes a screen going left. Kicks the pass near side to Manson. Then in the corner for a blue three. No good. Yreka gets their own miss. Pass finds its way to Luce. He tries to use the window. Can't get it. Luce gets his own miss. Denied by Hamilton on his way back up. But another fourth opportunity for Yreka. A triple on the near side by Eugene Super is good. Yreka, hard work on the glass pays off for them again. 25-17, 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Pena splits the defense on the other side, but he's too strong on the lay-in. Rebound picked up by Horvath. He'll give it up to Layden Luce across the timeline for Yreka. Pass goes to Super, driving in against Barnes. Barnes with tough defense. The ball's turned over. Pena picks it up. Hornets with numbers in transition. Pass goes out to Sims. Whips it to Hamilton for a corner triple. Too strong. Javian Barnes chases down the lost ball. Now to the hands of Ibarra, left wing. Ibarra bounces it to Hamilton straight away. Jab step right, guarded there by Horvath. Gets inside on the right block, high off the glass, no, but a foul is going to be committed, I think, off ball. And so I don't think we're getting free throws here. Charging the foul to Javian Barnes. It's an offensive foul, it looks like, and so nope, Ibarra will inbound. Some subs coming in for Yreka. Welcome back to the game, Camarion Rose. Must be offsetting fouls, and so the Hornets get to keep it. Charge the other foul, it looks like. Well, now our officials are deferring it as well. And so here we go. Henley's basketball on the baseline. 5 on the floor for them. Ibarra, Sims, Hamilton, Pena, and Barnes. And Ibarra to inbound. Micah, ball high above his head, needs to get rid of it, lofts it ahead to Sims. Sims bumped while bringing down the pass, no whistle. Sims taking a screen right, gets it top of the key, whips the pass near side to Pena. Pena trying to get to the baseline, finds Ibarra off a screen on the right wing. Ibarra driving in, gets to the free throw line, stops, turns, hits the jumper. Micah from about 12 feet out, nice job there to hit the 2, and he's got 10 points. His team leads by 10. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the second quarter. Camarion Rose, guarded by Pena, well beyond the arc, tries to drive the left side. Pena's going to foul him on the drive, and so that'll be the 5th Henley team foul, sending Yreka to the bonus for the second consecutive quarter. Jeremiah Brunick getting ready to step in. Only after we get a free throw here. It'll be Camarion Rose. He's been active for Yreka, but no points yet for him. Chance at a couple here. Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Howard's Meat Center, where tradition meets innovation with every cut and every bite of Smokin' H Barbecue. As you step through their doors, you're not just entering a meat center, you're stepping back to a time when the quality of the meat and the depth of the customer service were everything. Howard's Meat Center, check them out on South 6th Street next to Les Schwab Tires. Javian Barnes is replaced by Jeremiah Brunick. First free throw was good. Second free throw also good. Off the hands of Camarion Rose. 27-19. 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Micah Ibarra rolls the pass underneath to Brunick. Great take. Brunick beats his defender to the cup and scores 2. 29-19. On the far side, Cash Collier gives it up to Eugene Super, head of the key, guarded there by Brunick. Jab step left, drives right, spinning into the painted area. He loses it on his way up. Sims comes up with the loose ball, stops from the right block, is unable to get the lay-in to fall, and Horvath cleans up the miss. Nathan Horvath ahead for the Miners. Has it on the left wing, gives it out to Rose. Now on the far side to Collier, guarded by Brunick. Pass comes back to Camarion Rose. Catch and shoot, wing 3, no good. Rebound, batted up and around into the hands of Eugene Super. Right-handed floater from 10 feet, no good. This time the Hornets come away with the rebound. Micah Ibarra into the front court. Ibarra takes a screen going left, drives past the free throw line into the paint. Turnaround jumper again. This time it's off the mark. Rebound cleaned up by Brunick. Gives it out for a Hamilton straightaway triple. Hangs up on the rim, no good. Sims with a tough rebound. He can't get his putback to go. And Yreka gets the ball. This time Eugene Super picks up the miss. Super to Camarion Rose. Has it now in the half-court logo, guarded by Micah Ibarra. Goes behind his legs on a dribble. Hands it off to Super. Right side wing, guarded still by Ibarra. 15 seconds here on the shot clock. Driving in is Camarion Rose. Strong take, tries to use the glass, can't get it to go. Micah Ibarra, solid defense, and he gets the rebound. Shot clock is off. 27 seconds to go in the period. Try a mid-range shot from Handsome Townsend. It won't go. Camarion Rose cleans up the miss with 19 seconds. He crosses the half-court stripe. Again, shot clock is off. Rose, guarded by Ibarra, well beyond the arc. Backs out again. Taking a screen going left. Hamilton pokes it free for a moment, but Rose recollects with 8 seconds. Gives it out to Super. He shoots with 6, and it's a wedgie. No good on the 3. And it gets stuck between the rim and the backboard. And I think it'll be Miner ball. Should be Yreka ball with 5 seconds to go. Yeah, they shot the ball and never went out of bounds. Just had to reset play. They'll have 5 seconds. Cash Collier is the inbounder. He's looking for Walker. Instead, he finds Horvath with 3. Pass goes back to Collier with 2. At the buzzer, he's unable to hit. And that will end the second quarter. Henley with a 10-point lead after 16 minutes. A score of 29-19. We'll be back to break down the first half. We'll tell you what's coming up later on as we start the new year for Henley Hornets basketball. Stick around for the Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show on 104.3 and 960 Sports and mybasin.com.
Over the last year, you've heard and seen the advertisement for God's Gifts 2, a local photographer who travels to high school sporting events and takes individual and team action photos at a great price. Something you may not know, though, is that the money from God's Gifts Photography supports 6 children in Kenya who Annalisa has met on mission trips. If you'd like to capture your athlete in action and help support these kids, call 541-281-2206. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook.
The Klamath Basin is beautiful, from shimmering Klamath Lake to rich farmlands to the historic downtown. And with an average of over 300 days of sunshine every year, the Klamath Basin is a great place to be. We here at Basin Media Active have been supporting this community for many years, keeping it entertained and informed with friendly faces and familiar voices. You can stay up to date with the latest news, weather, stream live local sports, and check out our community calendar, all on our website, mybasin.com. And you can download our app for free in your app store right now. Basin Media Active, local community engaged.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
Our halftime score between the Henley Hornets and the Yreka Miners, 29-19. The Hornets lead. Glad you could be with us tonight on this December 23rd edition of Henley Basketball. My name is Josh Eldridge. Let's go ahead and run down the leading scorers so far, and we'll start with the team in front. That's the Henley Hornets. They're led in twofold by Corbin Hamilton and Micah Ibarra. Each of them have 10 points. Carson Sims has 5. Jeremiah Brunick and Rafael Pena each have 2. For the Yreka Miners, they're led in scoring by Jerome Walker with 6. Eugene Super has 5. 3 each for Nathan Horvath and Gage Blue, and 2 for Camarian Rose. Those are your scorers for the Yreka Miners. Henley showed their trap, their press in the second quarter. It worked to perfection. They were able to open up their lead quite a bit more. And credit to Corbin Hamilton and Micah Ibarra for taking and making open three-point opportunities. Each of them have 2 made triples. And take you back to last game, those guys shooting threes, about one of the only reasons why Henley was able to come back into that game, specifically Corbin Hamilton, who finished the last game with 12 points on 4 made triples. Ibarra had a little bit more trouble from the three-point line last game, but throughout the season he's been able to light it up. So you get a couple of guys who are hitting it from downtown, and you build yourself up a 10-point lead at halftime. 29-19 the score. We're going to take another 1-minute timeout on the Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show. When we come back, we'll tell you what's up next for the Henley Hornets. The season far from over. In fact, it really feels like it's just getting started. More from Henley High School after this on 104.3 and 960 Sports, mybasin.com.
Jason with Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness, and Performance. Thanks for joining us. Elevate started in 2020 as a dream. I wanted to open up a clinic of my own, really had a heart and a passion to treat athletes of all ages, and got the opportunity to do it. And wow, this is what's happened. One of the best parts of this job is that we get to work with all the student athletes on field, at their contests, at their games all around the county. Specifically when you're working with dancers, right? We've got particular ways of movement that we don't want to necessarily correct, because dancers have a very specific way of moving that's important for their athletic performance. At Elevate, we're here to get you moving and keep you moving, no matter if you're 8 or you're 80. Feel free to give us a call at 541-887-2030.
Welcome back to the Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show on mybasin.com. Harbor Isles exists to provide a clean, multi-use facility for the advancement of health, wellness, and longevity to its members and the community. We invite you to join Harbor Isles, where they feature top-of-the-line equipment, full-service personal training, and an array of group exercise classes. Our score at halftime, 29-19. The Henley Hornets lead the Yreka Miners. This is the final edition of Henley basketball in the year 2025. But we're back right away in 2026. On January 1st, the Henley Hornets will be on the road at the Sisters Shootout, which takes place through the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of the year. The schedule is already out. It's not a tournament exactly. It's more of a showcase where you go up and you play set teams that you know before you get there. So on the 1st, they're playing Cascade Christian, a team which I'm excited to see the Hornets play, because the Challengers will be joining the Skyline Conference next year as a part of the OSAA's realignment and redistricting. Cascade Christian joining the Skyline Conference next year, so we'll be seeing them on January 1st up at the Sisters Tournament. Then on Friday, which is the 2nd, they'll be playing Santiam Christian. That's, I believe, a 3A school up at Sisters. And then playing Taft on the 3rd, a 1:30 start there. And Taft is also a 3A school from the Pac West Conference. So a couple of games for Henley, one against an opponent that you're excited to see in Cascade Christian, all 3A teams, and then trying to get a couple wins against Santiam Christian and Taft. Cascade Christian is going to be a tall task, but not an impossible one for Henley. They're going to have to try to beat the Challengers again, who'll be sharing a league with them next year. And then after that, after the Sisters tournament wraps up, it'll be January 6th when Henley travels to Eagle Point. Their next home game isn't until we start league play. January 9th, right here inside the Hornets' Nest against the Klamath Union Pelicans. And then we're off. It's Skyline Conference play all the way through February 27th. The Hornets looking to make it back to the postseason and trying to do so with a conference championship. Still a long way to go then. Still a long way to go just in this game alone. 29-19 our score. Henley leads Yreka. Back with third quarter action next on 104.3 and 960 Sports and mybasin.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Pacific Power works day in and day out to power our communities, because we know our neighbors rely on us. We're trimming and clearing branches around poles and lines, protecting our system, and giving you real-time updates when storms roll in. You can count on us in all seasons. 24/7, we're here for you. Powering your greatness.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi. When you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
Josh Eldridge back with you here at Henley High School as we get ready for the third quarter of Hornets basketball. They lead the Yreka Miners 29-19. 5 on the floor for Henley to start the third quarter. Carson Sims, Micah Ibarra, Corbin Hamilton, Jeremiah Brunick, and Reese Schmierbach. The 5 on the floor for Yreka: Eugene Super, Camarion Rose, Cash Collier, Jerome Walker, and Nathan Horvath. And here we go. Hornets start with the basketball. Reese Schmierbach has it now on the near side, guarded well beyond the arc by Camarion Rose. Gets it to Hamilton, dumps it underneath to Ibarra, then back outside to Hamilton on the near wing. Pass goes to Schmierbach, gets to the right elbow, skips the pass underneath to Brunick, trying to find room underneath. He's unable to get the lay-in, feeling a lot of contact, no whistle. Pass goes into the front court here for Yreka. Camarion Rose has it on the right wing. Pass goes to Collier straight away. Collier back to Rose, right side wing. Now over to Eugene Super, left side. Guarded there by Schmierbach. Takes a screen going right, gives it up to Rose. Rose back to Collier, left extended arc, 15 to shoot. Pass goes back into the corner to Eugene Super, trying to back down Schmierbach on the left block. Pass goes back outside for a Walker triple that's good. And for Walker, he's now got 9 points. He leads his team in scoring. Yreka coming out with a tough press on defense. Hornets need to make it into the front court, and they finally do on a pass ahead to Carson Sims. Beautiful pass to Hamilton down low, but Hamilton had overrun the pass, and the Hornets lose it. Ahead go the Miners. Pass goes down underneath to Camarion Rose at the right block. Gives it back outside to Cash Collier. Collier trying to back down Schmierbach. Then rolls the pass over to Camarion Rose right side. Guarded there by Sims. Rose backs back out. Resets the offense. Sims still guarding him. Takes a screen left. Rose gets to the block. Underhanded layup shot. Hangs on the iron. Doesn't go. Walker with the rebound and the putback. Tough work underneath for Jerome Walker and the Yreka Miners. Trimming the lead to 5 with 6:16 to go in the second quarter. Hamilton gets the pass underneath to Jeremiah Brunick. The Hornets beat the press, but Brunick can't score in close. Then he gets the putback and the foul. Jeremiah Brunick, well, takes the second chance opportunity and makes him pay for it. Jeremiah now with 4 points. Henley back up 31-24, and one more free throw pending for Jeremiah Brunick. Jeremiah's free throw is going to hit off the front of the rim. No good. Jerome Walker cleans up the rebound. Here's Camarion Rose. Rose brings it up into the front court for Yreka. Pass goes into the corner to Super, trying to back down Sims. Whips a pass into the corner, intercepted by Hamilton. Now here's Ibarra, pushing it ahead for Henley. Lofts the pass to Sims on the near wing for a triple. Sims finds bottoms. 8 points for Carson, 34-24. 5:45 to go in the second quarter. Here's Camarion Rose, splits the defense, goes up for 2. That was a strong take there for Rose. He's got 4 points today. 34-26 the score, 5.5 to go in the second quarter. And again, the Miners pressing. Schmierbach bothered by Collier on his way up the floor. They eventually get it ahead to Sims. Sims dribbling inside, loses it on his way up, regathers and goes up with a right-handed floater for 2. Timeout is called by Coach Stock. We'll take it with them. 10-point advantage for Henley. 5:20 to go in the second quarter. Back with more on 104.3 and 960 Sports and MyBasin.com.
To reclaim your health and your autonomy. At Heartfelt OBGYN, they focus on you. Their evidence-based approach to care means fewer office visits and a targeted treatment plan to directly address your specific needs. They believe in solutions for their patients, not the industry's profit margin. The providers at Heartfelt OBGYN are committed to serving the community and giving back to the basin. Find them at heartfeltobgyn.com. Heartfelt, because you deserve to be in control of your body and your informed choices.
36-26, Henley leads the Yreka Miners. 5:20 to go in the third quarter, and Yreka will start with the basketball away from their bucket. And the Hornets showing a little bit of a press here in the third quarter, but the Miners not having too much trouble with breaking it just yet. Collier dribbles inside, nice pass to Horvath. Horvath goes up with the shot, unable to get it to go, but Jerome Walker again. He is just causing havoc down underneath as he gets the putback for 2. Hornets turn up the pace, going the other way. Jeremiah Brunick, tough underneath, not able to get the bucket to fall. Miners come up with it. Here's Rose. Guarded by Ibarra, head of the key. Rose gets the pass off to Layden Luce, new to the game here in the third quarter. Jerome Walker, the intended target of a pass, whips it inside to Collier. His mid-range shot won't go. Walker gets the rebound, goes back up with it. Brunick pulls down the miss, rolls it outside to Sims. Sims one-on-one in the fast break, no good on the lay-in. Ball goes out of bounds. It is last touched by the Miners. Kind of a chaotic sequence there, but Henley comes away with the basketball and 33 seconds on the shot clock. Javian Barnes and Rafael Pena check into the game for Jeremiah Brunick and Carson Sims. Ibarra to inbound. Ibarra looking for Hamilton. Instead finds Barnes. Close on the right block. Barnes scores. Javian's first 2 points of the night, and the score 38-28. Henley leads. 4 minutes to go in the third. Pass comes near side to Luce. Luce throws it over to Rose. Drives inside. High off the glass. No. The rebound by Walker. The putback off the mark. A third chance for Walker. He's fouled on his way up. He is so dedicated to the boards tonight. Jerome Walker, almost all of his points have been second chance points. And now he gets a couple of free throws. He's 0 for 1 at the free throw line so far in the game. If you're looking for a great place to eat in the Klamath Basin, head to one of Abby's legendary pizza locations for some of the best pizza around at 1919 Austin Street or 2226 Shalleck Street near OIT. Abby's Legendary Pizza is a proud supporter of high school sports. First free throw is good for Walker. He's got a second. And that one is also good. So our score is 38-30. 4:07 to go in the second quarter. Schmierbach back into the game for the Hornets. Inbound pass goes to Ibarra. He takes it all the way in on the other side and scores. Quick two for Micah Ibarra. He's got 12 points in the contest. The Hornets back out in front by 10. Pass to Cash Collier. Collier driving inside against Hamilton. Tries to get the pass off, but Hamilton pokes it out. And so it'll be Yreka ball. 5 on the floor for them right now. It's Layden Luce, Cash Collier, Jerome Walker, Nathan Horvath, and Kamarian Rose. For Henley, it's Rafael Pena, Javian Barnes, Micah Ibarra, Reese Schmierbach, and Corbin Hamilton. Inbound pass goes on the left extended arc to Rose. He kicks the pass near corner for Jerome Walker. Triple, that's good. Second made triple this half for Walker. He's got all but 2 of the points for Yreka in this half. Here's Rafael Pena. Driving the right side, gives it out to Hamilton. He tries to answer with a 3 and does not. Pena with the rebound. He goes back up for 2 and gets fouled. Rafael Pena will be shooting a pair. 11 points in just this third quarter so far for Jerome Walker. He's keeping Yreka around just single-handedly right now. Pena shooting 2. His first one's good. He's now 3 for 3 at the line with 1 more on the way. And the second one is good as well. 4 for 4 day at the penalty stripe for Pena. And the Hornets lead 42-33. Shot on the inside, missed. Jerome Walker gets the rebound and goes back up to get fouled. Man, he just gobbles up those rebounds. There's no real two ways about it. Hard work, and it earns him some free throws here. Kai Taylor going to check in, try to combat him underneath. Kai Taylor, one of the Hornets' better rebounders. He's just gone to the scorer's table. Walker's first free throw is no good. Taylor's going to check in for Javian Barnes. (42-33), 3.5 to go in the third. Jerome Walker has another free throw. He's 2 for 3 so far. And to make. 42-34. Henley still in front of Yreka. Here's Reese Schmierbach calling for a screen to his left. Instead takes one right. Bounces the pass to Pena. Pena tries to take it right. Backs back out beyond the arc. Bounces the pass underneath to Hamilton. Turnaround right block jumper is no good, but he's fouled. And so Corbin Hamilton will get a couple of free throws for his hard work. Shooting 2. Corbin is 2 for 3 at the line so far tonight, and he's got 10 points, all of them in the first half. Picking the right path can make the journey easier, the distance shorter, and can assure that you end up at the right place. Whether you're dreaming of owning a home or you just want a great checking account, Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union can help you reach your goals. And this will be the last broadcast we refer to Pacific Crest as Pacific Crest. Is on January 1st. PCFCU will be changing their name to Sage Community Credit Union. No changes needed for members, just a simple name change. Gonna have to get used to that one. I've been saying Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union for 6 seasons. Here we go. A split trip at the line for Corbin Hamilton. The score's 43-34. 3 minutes to go. On the other side, Yreka's Walker tries to drive in, and a whistle. They're gonna say that I believe Kai Taylor fouled him on the drive, and so that's the third Henley team foul. It's Kai's first, and Yreka will inbound. It's laid and loose. Luce gets it quickly inside to Walker, up for a quick two. He's undeniable this quarter. 43-36. Pass comes to Hamilton near side, head fakes a three, one step inside the arc for the mid-range, unable to get it to go. Walker with the defensive rebound this time. Here's Rose. Ahead for the Miners. Stops, head of the key, dribbles into a triple. He fires, he misses. Kai Taylor wrestles away the rebound. Walker gets it back, misses, gets his own miss again, and then he's fouled. Man, rarely do you see this kind of a performance where one player nearly single-handedly is keeping his team in the game. He's scoring pretty much all the points. He's getting pretty much all the rebounds. And now he's got 2 more free throws. Makes the first. Carson Sims checking back in for Henley. To the bench goes Ibarra. 1 more free throw coming up for Jerome Walker. That one's good. 43-38. A 5-point game. Rafael Pena into the front court for Henley. Has it on the left extended arc. Dribbles around to the right side. Gets by every defender, but he leaves his lay-in short. The rebound collected by Layden Luce. Ahead to Cash Collier. Here come the Miners into the front court. Here's Luce, guarded by Pena, right extended arc. Whips the pass to Collier on the block, then goes outside to Horvath, right wing. Now back to Collier, guarded by Taylor. Ball's poked free, last touched by Collier. And good defense by Taylor will lead to a turnover. The Hornets have it. 2:08 to go in the second quarter and a 5-point lead. Corbin Hamilton to the bench and Kai Montag back in the game. Schmierbach inbounds to Rafael Pena, and Pena walks it across the timeline here for Henley. Takes a Montag screen going right, gives it up to Taylor, whips the pass in the near corner to Schmierbach, guarded by Collier, now head of the key to Sims. Sims to Pena right side, guarded there by Rose. Lofting it to Taylor on the block, it's poked free by Jerome Walker and into the hands of Rose. Guarded by Pena on his way up the floor. Rose nearly loses the dribble, then gets by Pena, who's forced to foul him to avoid an easy layup. But that does earn Rose 2 free throws. Rose is 2 for 2 at the line so far. Both of his makes came back in the first half. Coldwell Banker Home and Premier Realty knows that little things can add up to big bills when you're buying, selling, or owning a home. That's why their exclusive Beyond the Sale guarantees protect buyers, sellers, and homeowners from unexpected repair bills. To learn more, call Coldwell Banker Home and Premier Realty today. First free throw from Rose is good. They've got a second one on the way, 43-39, a chance to make it a one-possession game with a make here at the free throw line. Ibarra replaced Pena. Second free throw is no good, stays a 4-point game, and Micah Ibarra picks up the rebound. Brings it into the front court for Henley with 1.5 minutes to go in the third. Ibarra dribbles to the free throw line, pulls up a mid-range jumper that's no good. The rebound tracked down by Cash Collier. Collier picked up by Schmierbach at the half-court stripe, throws it to Blue in the corner, then to Rose, head of the key. Rose guarded there by Ibarra. Backs it back out to the half-court logo. Switches to a left-handed dribble. Gets by Ibarra. Steps to the rim. Can't hit the lay-in. The rebound is picked up by Yreka. The putback is no good. This time Schmierbach tracks down the miss. Schmierbach gets to the free throw line on the other side of half-court. Outside to Ibarra for a catch-and-shoot three. That's no good. In fact, it goes out of bounds after bouncing off the rim and into the shot clock. And so with 1 minute and 4 seconds remaining in the third period, Henley in a 4-point lead. It's the Miners who'll take the basketball. Kai Taylor checks out. Jeremiah Brunick is in here for Henley. And Cash Collier takes the inbound, gives it back to Gage Blue, brings it along the far side of the floor. Blue now dribbling between the circles, guarded by Sims loosely. Gives up the pass to Collier there on the left side, picked up by Schmierbach. Now back to Horvath here on the near right side wing. A catch-and-shoot triple is no good. Sims skies for the rebound. Sims dribbles behind his back to get into the front court. Has it now on the left wing. Goes between his legs, now head of the key. Guarded there by Blue. Looking for a Montag screen, takes it going left, then whips the pass to Schmierbach straight away. Now Ibarra far side. Bounces the pass to Montag on the right block. Montag beautifully using the glass for a mid-range jumper for 2. First points tonight for Kai Montag, and Henley back out in front by 6. Shot clock is off. 20 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Here's Camarion Rose, guarded by Ibarra. Well beyond the arc, shaded towards the right. Now to the hands of Cash Collier, picked up by Schmierbach. Now it's Rose. Rose with 10, driving inside to the free throw line. Gets some room against Ibarra, leaves the mid-range well short with 5.5 seconds to go. The air ball goes out of bounds, and the Hornets have an opportunity at a shot, albeit probably a wild one. Ibarra to inbound. To Schmierbach with 5. Schmierbach gets to half court with 3. Montag at the horn from three-point land, knocks it down. A big triple for Kai Montag. He's got 5 points, and he puts Henley back out in front by 9 as the third quarter expires. 48-39, back with more Henley basketball next on 104.3 and 960 Sports and MyBasin.com.
At Geno's on East Main Street, we're always ready for sports season.
And now is a perfect time to connect with us.
We're open every morning at 6:30, serving simply good food
for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We offer breakfast burritos and burgers all day, Italian family recipes,
monthly specials, amazing desserts, and of course, your choice of cold or hot beverages.
Call 884-6474 right now to place a food order for pickup or use DoorDash delivery.
Or best of all, come dine in with us.
Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Check out our full menu and all our activities at ilovegenos.com. Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Getting ready to start the fourth quarter of action tonight from Henley High School. 48-39, the score. Hornets lead the Yreka Miners. Jerome Walker, what a third quarter he had, though, for the Miners. 15 points in that quarter alone, give him 21 for the ball game so far. But so far, the Hornets staving off the rest of the Miners. And it's Yreka who starts with the basketball. Here's Gage Blue. Passes it to Cash Collier here on the near side. Now over to Manson. Manson drives the left block. His shot denied by Ibarra on his way up. Head fake by Blue in the corner for a 3, but his shot off the mark as well. Reese Schmierbach with the rebound. Schmierbach racing ahead. Kicks it to Sims for a corner 3. No. Rebound collected by Collier. Collier nearly loses it, uncontested into the front court. Pass goes over to Eugene Super. He head fakes a 3, drives to the block. Tough bucket for Eugene Super, finishing through some contact, and he's now got 7 points tonight, his first of the second half there. Reese Schmierbach ahead for Henley, takes a screen, curls around it, drives in, and he's fouled. Reese Schmierbach to the line for 2. Tonight's broadcast on MyBasin.com also brought to you by Klamath Falls Subaru, who through the Subaru Love Promise and Subaru Share the Love events has donated thousands of dollars to dozens of hometown charities. Comfortable and not corporate at Klamath Falls Subaru. Stop by and say hi on Washburn Way. First free throw from Reese is good. And he's got another on the way. That's his first point tonight. One more for Schmierbach. It falls. And a timeout is called by the Hornets. 50-41. 7 minutes to go in the final quarter. Back with more Henley Hoops on MyBasin.com.
The Klamath Basin is beautiful, from shimmering Klamath Lake to rich farmlands to the historic downtown. And with an average of over 300 days of sunshine every year, the Klamath Basin is a great place to be. We here at Basin Media Active have been supporting this community for many years, keeping it entertained and informed with friendly faces and familiar voices. You can stay up to date with the latest news, weather, stream live local sports, and check out our community calendar, all on our website, mybasin.com. And you can download our app for free in your app store right now. Basin Media Active, local community engaged.
50-41 the score tonight. Henley basketball on 104.3 and 960 Sports and MyBasin.com. My name is Josh Eldridge. Thank you for joining me this evening. Henley leads Yreka 50-41. It's the Miners who start with the basketball away from the cup. Henley working on their press here. The inbound pass goes to Cash Collier. He's bothered by Schmierbach on the way up. Pass goes into the front court to Eugene Super on the near wing. Then back to Gage Blue, head of the key, guarded by Sims. Blue looking for Super there on the left side, picked up by Hamilton. Super denies a screen going right, tries to get the pass underneath to Blue. It's poked away. Walker grabs the loose ball, and it finds its way to Blue anyway. Now with 12 seconds to shoot, the Miners reset. Corbin Manson at the top of the key, dumps it underneath to Walker, skips the pass on the near side to Blue, driving in against Sims, picks up the dribble with 3, with 2. Collier at the shot clock is not going to hit anything, air ball, and that'll be a shot clock violation. And the Hornets will get possession. Great defense. Yreka might have had a couple of shots if they wanted a contested look, but the Hornets, good defense, forcing the turnover. Schmierbach into the front court for Henley. Has it between the circles. Throws it to Sims far side. Sims bouncing it to Brunick in the paint, and in fact it'll be kicked by a Yreka player, so that's a violation. Henley keeps it. And you see Brody Fullerton check into the game. The freshman was part of the state runner-up football team for Henley. A guy that I really enjoyed watching as the football season went on. This is the first I've seen him on the hardwood this year. Reese Schmierbach takes the inbound pass, throws it to Sims, top of the key, then finds Ibarra coming off the screen for a catch-and-shoot 3 that's no good. Rebound battled for and won by Corbin Hamilton, kicks the pass outside to Schmierbach, skips it to Sims for a 3, back iron. Another long rebound collected by Henley, this time to Ibarra. Ibarra has Blue on an island, top of the key, dribbles left, loses him, but is picked up by Walker. Dumps it underneath to Hamilton. Great take, great score by Corbin Hamilton. Aggression pays off. Corb has 13 points tonight. Henley now leads by 11 with 5:50 to go in the ball game. Here's Cash Collier, throws the pass to Blue, far side, guarded there by Sims, takes a super screen left, then the pass goes into the corner. A Manson triple is no good. The rebound is tipped around, battled for, top of the key, still a loose ball. It's picked up by the Miners. Pass comes near side to Super, hesitated for his triple, and he can't hit. Rebound comes back around to Blue, drives inside, past the free throw line, an easy lane opens up, he can't hit, and then Fullerton and Walker get tied up underneath. Fullerton showing some grit, going in against the tough rebounder Walker, getting the held ball and getting the Hornets possession. Fine play there. Schmierbach bringing the ball up the floor for Henley. Tries to drive the right lane, kicks it to Sims in the far corner, dribbles to the right elbow, a mid-range jumper is no good. Rebound picked up by Collier. 5 minutes remaining in the fourth. Henley leads by 11. Collier calling for a screen, in fact just hands it to Walker, guarded by Fullerton beyond the arc, then to Super. On the left wing, guarded by Hamilton, finds Bluey off a screen here on the right wing, guarded by Sims. Looks for a screen from Walker, finds it, fields a double team. Fullerton pokes it free. Brody gives it up to Sims in transition for 2. A beautiful two-man game by Sims and Fullerton. Gets the Hornets a bucket. They lead by 13. Couldn't draw it up any better than that. Yreka into the front court. Eugene Super passes it to Manson in the corner. Now near side to Blue. He's going to try a 3. All alone beyond the arc. Leaves it short. Walker's there for the rebound. His putback no good. Collier tracks down the long board. Pass goes to Manson. His drive is interrupted by Hamilton. Steals it away. Pass to Ibarra. Now ahead to Schmierbach. Now back to Ibarra. Top of the key. Driving right down Main Street. He's fouled and one. Love to see a confident play like that from Ibarra. 14 points for the junior after that make, and a chance at one more here. Drove right down the heart of the defense, goes up strong through the contact and scores. What do we got? Rafa Pena checking in for Carson Sims here. 5 on the floor for Henley. It's Pena, Schmierbach, Ibarra, Hamilton, and Fullerton. For Yreka, it's Super, Horvath, Collier, Rose, and Walker. The one free throw from Ibarra is good, and the score is 57-41. 3:57 to go in the fourth quarter. Tough defense by Rafael Pena. Ball into the hands now of Camarion Rose, guarded by Ibarra. Rose tries to split the defense. Fullerton picks him up. Good help D there by the freshman. Rose Picks up the dribble near side, gives it up to Collier. Rose sets an illegal screen, and it'll be a turnover. It's a tough collision between Rose and Ibarra. And we've got timeout on the floor. What do we got? I think we got the officials maybe asking if a Yreka player may have had something to say. Regardless, I think we're ready to go. Henley into the front court. Schmierbach passes it to Pena. Skips the pass underneath to Fullerton. Taken away by Collier. Now ahead to Camarion Rose. The Miners trying to push the pace a little bit. And a push-off by Rose. He was driving inside and extended his forearm on the drive. And that'll be a foul. Nice job by Reese to stand in strong. And a whistle. It's going to be a timeout for Henley. This will be our final timeout of regulation. 57-41. 3.5 to go in the fourth. Hornets lead the Miners. Back after this on mybasin.com.
Pacific Power works day in and day out to power our communities because we know our neighbors rely on us. We're trimming and clearing branches around poles and lines, protecting our system, and giving you real-time updates when storms roll in. You can count on us in all seasons. 24/7, we're here for you. Powering your greatness.
(57-41) our score with 3.5 to go in the fourth quarter. The Henley Hornets lead the Yreka Miners in the final edition of Henley basketball in 2025. Looking to go into the new year with a win in the books. Henley just has to hold on to a 16-point advantage. It's been built in this quarter by good play from Micah Ibarra, Reese Schmierbach, and a good play by Brody Fullerton on defense, too. He's still out there for Henley, along with Rafael Pena, Corbin Hamilton, Micah Ibarra, and Reese Schmierbach. Fullerton has been playing some good defense against one of Yreka's best players in Jerome Walker. Not an easy assignment. Henley will start with the basketball coming out of the break. Micah Ibarra taking a screen set by Fullerton. Drives to the left side. Bounce pass to Hamilton. He's had a strong second half, too. Hamilton on the game with 13 total points. Passes it to Ibarra here on the near side. Loses it. Walker pokes it free. Ahead to Rose. Guarded by Ibarra on his way up the floor. Rose, right extended arc. Brings it around between the circles. Throws it to Collier. Collier guarded by Schmierbach. Takes a screen going left. Gives it up to Rose. No one's going to guard him for a triple. Rose can't hit. The rebound taken away by Ibarra. 2:50 to go in the ball game. Henley still with a 16-point lead. Hamilton on the wing, bounces it to Fullerton, tries to bully his way inside, but he loses the dribble. Jerome Walker all the way in on the other side, leaves the lay-in short. Fullerton nearly got tied up. He rips the board away, gives it up to Pena. Pena skipping a pass to Schmierbach, but he'll travel. Pena traveled, that is. Sims gets ready to check back in. He will replace Schmierbach. And so 2.5 to go in the ball game. Inbound pass comes to Nathan Horvath. He receives it just at the half-court stripe. Rifles a pass to Rose, taken away by Ibarra. Leaps to get the interception, and Micah crosses the timeline here for Henley. Driving the left side, spins, nearly loses his defender. From the right wing, Ibarra not able to hit the mid-range. Fullerton out-rebounds two Miners, kicks it out to Sims for three. No. Rebound again by Fullerton. He's fouled. Great work by Brody Fullerton underneath. Couple of great sequences there for the freshman and a chance to earn his first points of the ball game, his first points at the varsity level. Brody stares down the cup. The first free throw is up, and he can't hit the first, but he's got a second. Schmierbach settling in for Ibarra. One more on the way for Brody. Three dribbles, up with the shot. This time Fullerton hits. 58-41, 2 minutes to go. Henley leads. Collier, guarded by Pena. Pena's going to foul him, just a quick hand check. That is the first foul committed by Henley in this period, and it snuck up on me that, according to our scoreboard here, the Hornets already in the bonus. That's 5 team fouls for Yreka on the last one they committed. Eugene Super inbounds to Cash Collier. Collier has it just in front of the half-court stripe, guarded by Pena beyond the arc, gives it up to Camarian Rose, picked up by Schmierbach. Rose knifes the dribble between his legs, gets to the elbow, kicks it outside for a Walker triple that's good. That's Walker's third made triple of the game, and it trims the lead to 58-44. Fullerton on the block, outside to Sims. Sims drives baseline, kicks it to Hamilton in the wing. Hamilton catch and shoot three, no good. Brody Fullerton battles for the rebound to Schmierbach. Beautiful pass inside to Fullerton for two. Schmierbach with the feed. Fullerton converts with one of the prettiest buckets of the night so far. A minute and a half to go. Henley back out in front by 16. Cash Collier dribbling it up, has his pocket picked by Pena, and they're going to call a foul against Cash Collier. And that'll earn free throws for Rafael Pena, the freshman, putting in work here for the Henley Hornets. This is fun to see. Got a few other guys waiting to check in for Henley on the other side. We'll wait to see Harley Hoblet along with Thunder Kirk and Handsome Townsend. First free throw from Pena is good. He is now a perfect 5 for 5 from the arc so far. Schmierbach, Sims, and Hamilton to the bench. Their night presumably done as they trade hugs with the coaches and high fives with their teammates. Pena's second free throw rolls around the rim and drops. 6 for 6 for Pena at the free throw line tonight. Those are all of his points. He puts his team out in front, 62-44. Camarian Rose beyond the right side of the arc, tries a contested three, front iron. The rebound tracked down by Rafael Pena. Lofts it ahead to Handsome Townsend. Townsend strong to the cup. He scores. First 2 points for Handsome tonight come with a minute remaining in the game as Henley extends their lead to 20. It's been all Hornets here in the fourth quarter. Pass comes to Cash Collier near side. Over to Camarian Rose, guarded there by Townsend. Loft pass to Horvath. Drives inside. He's fouled hard. He'll shoot a couple free throws. Nathan Horvath with 3 first-half points. Those are all of his points so far. If you're a parent of a high school athlete tired of trying to take good photos and keep up with the action, there is a solution. That's God's Gifts Photography. Annalisa Casson attends high school sporting events in the Basin to take individual and team action photos at a great price. You can learn more on Facebook at God's Gifts 2. Great thing about Annalisa is she does it all to support kids in Kenya that she's met on mission trips. All of the proceeds for God's Gifts go right back into their programs. First free throw is no good from Horvath, but he does hit the second, makes it a 19-point game. And Pena dribbles into the front court. 10 seconds separate shot and game clock. Pena dribbles to the free throw line, nearly travels, gets rid of it to Townsend for a triple that's no good. Fullerton, another rebound, and a foul called against Fullerton. I'll let the Hornets fans voice their complaints with that one. I don't think that it's going to make that much impact as the game goes on, but Fullerton whistled for a phantom foul there as the shot clock goes away with 30 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Miners walk the ball up the floor. Camarian Rose, head of the key, gives it up to Collier. Collier trapped. Now Rose has it back, sets his feet for a near wing three. It rolls off the window. And Brody Fullerton pulls down the miss. Walker steals it back. He can't convert in for two. This time Nathan Horvath pulls down a rebound and he scores. That'll likely be the last bucket of the ball game as Rafael Pena is going to walk the ball up the floor with 5 seconds remaining. He crosses the timeline now with 3, with 2. And the Hornets defend home court. And they give these Hornets faithful a Merry Christmas. 64-47 the final. We'll be back to recap it for you next on 104.3 and 960 Sports and mybasin.com.
Over the last year, you've heard and seen the advertisement for God's Gifts 2, a local photographer who travels to high school sporting events and takes individual and team action photos at a great price. Something you may not know, though, is that the money from God's Gifts Photography supports 6 children in Kenya who Annalisa has met on mission trips. If you'd like to capture your athlete in action and help support these kids, call 541-281-2206. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook.
The Klamath Basin is beautiful, from shimmering Klamath Lake to rich farmlands to the historic downtown. And with an average of over 300 days of sunshine every year, the Klamath Basin is a great place to be. We here at Basin Media Active have been supporting this community for many years, keeping it entertained and informed with friendly faces and familiar voices. You can stay up to date with the latest news, weather, stream live local sports, and check out our community calendar all on our website, mybasin.com. And you can download our app for free in your app store right now. Basin Media Active, local, community engaged.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars, there are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, the retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
The Henley Hornets end the 2025 calendar year with a victory against the Yreka Miners, a score of 64-47. Let's go ahead and run down the leading scorers. First for the victors, the Henley Hornets, who are led in scoring by Micah Ibarra with 15 points. He was helped out by Corbin Hamilton with 13. Carson Sims had 12. There were 6 points for Rafael Pena, 5 for Kai Montag, 4 for Jeremiah Brunick, 3 for Brody Fullerton, and 2 each for Reese Schmierbach, Handsome Townsend, and Javian Barnes, your scorers there for the Hornets. For the Yreka Miners, they were paced by an excellent performance from Jerome Walker. He had 26 points tonight. Eugene Super had 7. There were 6 for Nathan Horvath, 5 for Camarian Rose, and 3 for Gage Blue, your scorers there for the Yreka Miners. With this win, the Hornets improved to 4-4 on the season. And here, just 8 games into the year, they matched their win total from a year ago with 4. Meantime, for the Yreka Miners, this snaps a couple of games, one in a row for them. They fall to 6-7 on the season. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for another edition of Henley High School basketball. Want to thank everybody involved with making tonight's show possible. Both head coaches of Gus Gonzalez for the Yreka Miners and Brian Stock and his staff for the Henley Hornets. Also want to thank Mr. Luke Hammond, the athletic director here at Henley High School, for giving us a great place to sit like he does each and every time we come to the Hornets Nest. And thanks to you for joining us for another edition of Henley High School basketball. We will be back on January 1st with a brand new year at the Sisters Tournament at Sisters High School. The Hornets will open play at 5:15 against the Cascade Christian Challengers, a team which will be joining the Skyline Conference next season. Play at the Sisters Tournament continues the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of January, and we'll be with you every step of the way. But again, one final time tonight from Henley High School, 64-47, the Hornets defeat the Yreka Miners. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas from my family to yours. Thank you again so much for watching. From Henley High School, I'm Josh Eldridge. So long, and good night.